Hello, you guys. She loves God here. Today's video is directed towards ex-Christian atheists. There's a so-called growing population of ex-Christian atheists out there who say that they have believed in God and they have been a member of a church and they were Christians and they were real Christians and that they realized after being real Christians that God did not exist. And I really want to get an understanding of this. This is confusing to me because the Christianity is not about, going to a four-wall building with a ceiling and having a man on stage and talk up on the desk and whole Bible verses and then you go home. That's not Christianity. That's called churchism. I said, how does one become a ex-Christian atheist? And I said, no, it's impossible. You can't be ex-Christian atheist because Christianity is a relationship with Jesus Christ. And so it's like saying, I had a relationship with Jesus Christ and I realized he wasn't real. I talked to a man who said, I was a Christian for 19 years and I realized he didn't exist. I said, how do you have a relationship with somebody for 19 years and find out they don't exist? You obviously weren't in a relationship with them. It's like saying, I was in a relationship with Michael Jordan for 19 years and then I found out he didn't exist. Now I'm an ex Michael Jordan atheist. It's like, how do you be in a relationship with somebody for 19 years? Let me explain to you what that triggers in my mind. I'm envisioning a husband and a wife where they live together. Let's say they even work together. Let's say they go to church together. Let's say they go to school together. Let's say they have children with each other. They eat breakfast every day. They discuss the newspaper. They go to news together. They make love to each other every other night for 19 years. Even person, the wife says, you know what? I left that relationship because I realized he wasn't even real. I was having a relationship with a non-existent man, and I'm going to tell the whole world this man is not existent. It's like, what do you mean? How do you have a relationship with a non-existent person? You see, that's the thing that people misunderstand Christianity. They think Christianity is when a person wakes up, they set their alarm clock around 10 o'clock in the morning on Sundays, and then they put on a skirt for a female and a top for a male. They drive to your local church building, has people with a cross on top. And like I said, it has rows of pews, and then there's a man standing on a platform or stage, and it's like this tall, narrow wooden desk in front of him with a Bible on it and a microphone, and the man talks about stuff in this book or the Bible, and then they hear the man and they give a couple of dollars in an offering basket and they go home. And they say, that's Christianity. None of this is, saying so cliche, but there's always some truth in cliche. It's like saying you're a car because you went into a garage and spent the night that makes you a car. Or because I spent the night in a palace that makes me a princess. It's like, no, that does not make you have to actually be a car in order to be a car. It's not that you're in a garage that makes you a car. It's not that you're in a castle that makes you a princess. It's that you're actually a princess. It's actually a car. I think some people, they can see being in a four-wall building as being a Christian. You are not a Christian. You are a atheist who was regularly attending a building service for 19 years. But you are not actually a person who knew the person of Jesus Christ. You know, like this quote this guy, Dr. Mike Murdoch said. He said, "Dear Mr. Atheist, how can a non-existent God make me so happy and you so mad? How does this non-existent God bring me so much joy and bring me so much anger? And he makes you so angry that you dedicate whole YouTube channels, you dedicate whole blogs, you dedicate whole magazines and television programs to a non-existent God. And then I dedicate YouTube videos and blogs and sermons and books to this non-existent God. It's like, how is this non-existent God demanding so much of our time? Somebody needs him to exist. If you taking up you and my time, I'm gonna need him to exist. Because it's hard to center your life, on somebody that's not fair. Especially the people who are naysayers and people who are believers. Like, how does both of us give this, none of this, and God so much of our attention? It's like, how is that? So I'm like, I don't understand this whole Christian. You mean the 19 years or 5 years or however long you claim you're a Christian? All you mean is that you regularly attended services at a church. And can we just agree on that? You are a person, you are an atheist, an unbeliever who attended church services regularly. And then you got tired of attending church services regularly, so you left and called yourself a Christian. No, don't say that. It's like a man saying, let's say a man wants to get to know me, and I kept turning him down, never gave him the first date, never gave him my phone number. Then after me turning him down so long, he said, you know what, you still exist. You don't exist. You just doesn't exist. Why not? Because I can encounter her, but she doesn't exist. And it's not really fair to deny a person's existence because you couldn't get it. You see what I'm saying? Just be like, well, I'm just an atheist. I choose not to believe in God. Don't say he didn't exist. Don't say you used to know him. You never knew him. How do you how do you claim you never knew a person you say you knew? I believe in him. I pray to him. I worship him. He didn't exist. You can't you can't in a relationship with somebody who doesn't exist. So please be comments and explain that to me, any Christian atheist. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.